Cinema Sickness here with yet another Game Boy Pickups video. Yes, another one already. If I keep buying Game Boy games as quickly as I've been buying them, I'm going to start doing daily Game Boy Pickup videos or something. This is getting ridiculous. I don't plan on doing that, but this is getting crazy with how much stuff I've been picking up recently. But like I said, it is going to start dying down. I have hit up pretty much all the stores in my area that was selling stuff. I picked up most of what I wanted to grab from those stores. I'm sure there's a few other stores I could go to. Maybe some of the stores I went to will get more stuff in. I don't know. So there are still some things I could pick up, but not necessarily huge giant hauls like I had been getting. So even though the stores are starting to dwindle down a little bit, I've been hitting up eBay and Listia a lot lately for Game Boy games because they're really well priced. I was a little concerned when I decided to start collecting for the Game Boy again. I started thinking, you know, what's going to happen here? What are the prices going to be like? Because, you know, gaming is huge right now. Everybody's into retro gaming. I'm thinking buying games for the Game Boy, this could get a little expensive. But turns out Game Boy games are really inexpensive. They're not that crazy in price. There are some that are a little expensive because they're rare, but they're not even like the really good games are not all that expensive, which is pretty awesome. So, like I said, I've been hitting up Listia and not paying all that much in points, and eBay and not paying all that much in cash for stuff. So, let's take a look at some packages I got in the mail. Yes, a whole boatload of packages just arrived. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packages here. They were literally all crammed into my mailbox, like sticking out of my mailbox. It was pretty awesome. So, let's see what I got. So, I already opened these up because I wanted to test all these games out. I will be doing that with my Game Boy games. It's not like when I do Cinema Sickness unboxings where I don't know what's inside necessarily. When I get games, I will open them up and test them out to make sure they work, but also to kind of test out the game and get a feel for it, because I kind of like to talk to you guys quickly about the games. So, all right, first thing we have here, this came from eBay. This is awesome, Blades of Steel. This is an absolutely fantastic game. I am not even really a sports guy. As I said before, when it comes to sports, hockey is like the one sport I can kind of tolerate. I don't hate hockey, but I don't really watch it or follow it or anything like that either. But this is a great game. This is so much fun. It just plays perfectly. I love Blades of Steel. I loved it on the NES, and I love it on the Game Boy. This is really cool. And I love that it comes in these awesome Game Boy cases. That's awesome. So very cool. Blades of Steel, absolutely fantastic. I think I paid like $5 for this. That is really, really cool. Just an absolutely fantastic game. If you haven't played Blades of Steel and you're a fan of hockey or just sports games, or even if you're not a fan of sports games, it is still one to check out. It's great. It's a lot of fun to play. All right. Next package here, we have 2 games. Oh, sweet. These both came from eBay as well. I think I paid like $8 total for this, so very cool. First thing we have here is Disney's Hercules. Love picking up Disney games. This is okay. I did play it. It was alright. It wasn't the best Disney game ever. It was just okay, but it was enjoyable. I did like it. I certainly will be playing this one some more. So very cool. And I just love anything Disney. I'll grab anything Disney. Disney just rocks. So very cool. Disney's Hercules. Looking forward to playing that some more. But the reason why I really wanted to jump on this is because this is a title I actually looked for. I was actively looking for this title on eBay, and that is Boxel. Oh my God, yes, Boxel. This is a fantastic puzzle game. This is one I used to own back when I owned a Game Boy. Back when I had so many awesome Game Boy games that I wish I never would have got rid of. I had some of the just some really, really good games. Anyway, but Boxel was one of those. I actually had Boxel and Boxel 2. I'm hoping to get Boxel 2. Boxel 2 actually goes for a little bit more money. It's a little bit more rare. Not like a ton of money. We're talking like $15, $20, which isn't crazy for a game. But I'll get that somewhere down the line. But Boxel is great. It's a puzzle game. You basically, each level is, you're kind of like in a room, but it's like a weird shape kind of room. And you have X amount of boxes, and there's X amount of dots. And you have to get the boxes onto the dots. But you have to move them around in such a way that, because once you move a box into like a wall or something like that, you can't pull it back. So once it's moved, that's it. So you got to move all these boxes. You got to figure out which way to move them, where to move them, how to position them to get them all on these dots without screwing up and getting a box like stuck in a corner or a box stuck against a wall that you can't move it or something like that. Very, very cool. It really makes you think. I love puzzle games. So this is what I was looking for. This is awesome. When I saw both of these together for like $8, I had to jump on it. That's awesome. All right, next package. Oh, I know what this is. This is a cool package right here. Alright, guys, check this out. This was $15. So I did pay $5 a piece for these, but I would have to say $15 well spent, because $5 is kind of my limit for a game. So, where should we start? It doesn't really matter. It's like I don't even know where to start. These are all fantastic. So we'll just go with this one. First one here, DuckTales. In a case. Very cool. We have Disney's DuckTales. For those of you who do not know, this game is brilliant. This and DuckTales 2 is brilliant. If you played it for the NES, this is pretty much a Game Boy version. I mean, it's a direct port. I mean, is there any differences? I don't know. I never really noticed if there's any differences. There might be, but for the most part, it's like the exact same game on the NES, and it's fantastic. This is just an absolute brilliant game. Unfortunately, it looks like somebody wrote BMT on it at one point, but you know what? I'll deal with BMT for $5. That's awesome. Really, really cool DuckTales. I'm so excited to start playing this. I can't. I actually popped this in for a little bit, and it was one of those things where I popped it in, and like 15 minutes later, I'm like, oh, I'm still playing. Such a good game. Oh my god, I really need to get DuckTales 2. That is fantastic. And then this is really cool. We have, is it called the Castlevania Adventure? It's not called Castlevania The Adventure, is it? I don't know. You guys tell me. Is it The Castlevania Adventure or Castlevania The Adventure? I'm not entirely sure, but it is a Castlevania game. Castlevania games are fantastic. Again, another one that I popped in and found myself playing. I played up to like whoever the boss was, and I died. And I just said, forget it, I'm good. I'll play it later. So very cool. Again, another BMT again on this one. So very awesome. Some Castlevania for the Game Boy. Really cool. $5 well spent right here, because this is a great, great, great game. That's awesome. And then this is interesting. This is really cool. I picked up the Final Fantasy Legend. Now, I have never played a Final Fantasy game in my entire life. And I realize people are probably thinking, well, this isn't exactly the best one to start out on. I'm sure it's not. I can't imagine the Game Boy game is the best of the Final Fantasy movies. Or Final Fantasy, yeah, well, I do the movies. But out of the Final Fantasy games, I can't imagine it's the best one. But, you know, I popped it in. It kind of like, it was like very Pokemon-esque. Walking around in town, I was like battling creatures and stuff like that. It seemed very Pokemon. So I don't know. Is that how Final Fantasy is? Very Pokemon? I have no idea, but I'm looking forward to playing a Final Fantasy game finally, so I can at least say, hey, I've played at least one Final Fantasy game. So pretty cool. If you guys have played this game, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Final Fantasy Legend game, because I haven't really got around to playing it yet. Just played a little bit of it, and it looked fun. I like the Pokemon game, so I think I'm going to like this one. Very cool. Again, $15. Just, I mean, that was a steal for these, in my opinion. All three of these together should have been way more than $15, so I had to jump on that. All right, and then, oh, this is cool. We have a package here from, I believe this is from eBay as well. Yes, and it comes with a mint. And it says, hope this transaction left a good taste in your mouth. If not, please contact me. I want to earn 5 stars on your order. Thank you, Will. Whammum. So there you go. Look at that. Personalized mints. That's actually pretty cool. So this also, like I said, comes from eBay, and also in a case. Very cool. We have Kirby's Pinball. This is cool. Pop this one in. It was a lot of fun. I love pinball games. I am a nerd for pinball games. I mean, I love the actual pinball arcade games. When I go to an arcade, you know, my friends go and they start playing all the video games. I go to like the back of the arcade and start playing the pinball games. I love pinball. So very, very cool. I love video pinball games. This was awesome. I popped this one in. It was fun. Playing around with it for a good long while. Again, another situation where like 15 minutes later, I was still playing the game, even though I was just wanting to test it. This is awesome. Kirby's Pinball. And it's pretty cool because it's very reminiscent of the Kirby games, but just pinball. I mean, you're battling kind of like the same bad guys, and the music's the same, and like the special like power-ups and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's very much like the actual Kirby games, but in pinball form. So very cool. That's awesome. All right. And this comes from also eBay. And again, in cases, awesome. This I think I paid like, again, around like $8 for, like $6, $8 for. I didn't pay much for this at all, so that was pretty cool. And I just kind of went on it because it was so cheap. Again, I think it was maybe like $6, $7, something like that. I went on it because it was so cheap. This is pretty cool. So first thing I got here was Play Action Football, which some of you may be wondering, don't I already have Play Action Football? And yes, I picked up Play Action Football for $1 at the Too Many Games convention. I did grab that, but it was not in the best condition. The label was peeling off. The actual game case itself was cracked, like somebody like stepped on it or something like that. So it wasn't in the best condition. I grabbed it for $1. It still played fine. It actually did work, but it wasn't in very good condition. So I picked up one that's actually in good condition. But the game I was most interested in was, I don't know how you pronounce this. Is it Hyanki Alien? Am I saying that correctly? How do you pronounce that? And it comes with the instruction manual. How do you say that? I have no idea. But I was like, oh, an alien game. I got to check it out. And it came with the manual, which I thought was pretty cool as well. I popped this one in. It was interesting. The first level, it basically, you're trying to like defeat these aliens. You get kind of like a maze map type of like level grid you're on. And these aliens start moving around, and you have to dig like holes and trap the aliens into them. So it's kind of almost like, I don't necessarily want to say Pac-Man-ish, but it's almost like Bomberman in a way. Yeah, that's the way to describe it. It's kind of like Bomberman, where you have to like defeat the enemies, but instead by dropping bombs, you're like digging holes. It was pretty interesting. I did enjoy it. And again, another game I look forward to playing some more, because I do like the Bomberman games, and it was sort of like that. So very cool. I'm kind of curious to see where we go. And maybe there's like a boss battle or something. I have no idea. I only played the first level, but it was very enjoyable, and I look forward to playing some more. All I gotta do is figure out how you pronounce that. Heianky. Hyanki? I don't know. How do you say? What is that word? I have no idea. But very cool. So a fun game. And like I said, I didn't pay very much for this. It was really cheap. So awesome. All right. And then I believe this is the last package here. Yes. Last package here. We have a game from, oh, this is awesome. I went off Listia. And I had to definitely win this. And I actually won it for a pretty good amount of points. I didn't go too crazy. Which is weird. There's like games, like I'll bid on a game on Listia that I'm like, nobody's gonna bid on this game, and it'll go for like crazy amounts. And then I'll bid on a game where I'm like, oh, this is gonna go really high. Everybody's gonna want this game, and it'll go like nowhere. Which this is kind of like the case with this one. Didn't really go too high, and that is Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. Oh, this is such a good game right here. I love this game. Hopefully the battery inside is still working. I've had 2 games already or the battery's not working. I can't save it. Both Donkey Kong games. My Donkey Kong Land 2, the battery is dead in it. I got to replace the battery, and my Donkey Kong cartridge, the battery is dead in that. I got to replace the batteries. I did just recently buy a one of those like fancy screwdrivers, like the special Nintendo screwdrivers. I bought one of those so I can start replacing batteries in some of my games. But Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, an absolutely amazing game. This is one of those games I used to play all the time. When I was a kid, I love the absolute hell of this game. It is fantastic. And I've been, ever since I started collecting like 3 weeks ago, I've been wanting to get this game. I keep hoping I come across it. And now I got it. That is awesome. I can't wait to play it. I just beat Super Mario Land 2. So definitely looking forward to being Super Mario Land 3. And Super Mario Land 1, I'll get to that eventually. But there's no save states on it. So Super Mario Land 1, it's one of those games where it's like, okay, if you're going to beat this, open up some time. Because you got to play from level 1 to the last level. You got to play all the way through. There are no save states. I'm sure Game Genie probably lets you skip levels or something like that, which I do have a Game Genie, so maybe. But I kind of want to do it in one fell swoop, so I'll do that eventually. But awesome. I have beat this game before, and I'm looking forward to beating it again. There's all kinds of like cool treasures you can collect too. I love this game. It is fantastic. One of my favorites from as a kid. Great, great game. So there you go. That is everything that I just recently got in the mail. Pretty awesome mail day. Very nice when you come home from work and there's like a whole boatload of packages, like a big bouquet of packages coming out of your mailbox, and you open it up and it's all Game Boy. Well, there was one movie. We'll talk about that later. But it was all Game Boy games except for the one package of movies. So very, very, very cool. That is awesome. Lots of goodies. Oh, and a mint too, which I'm not going to eat that mint. It's kind of gross. It's cool that they do that. I really like the idea of putting a mint in with the packaging, but I'm not going to eat it because that scares me. But anyway, very cool. This is more Game Boy Pickups. So, all right, guys, there you go. That is it. So, like I always say, thank you guys so much for checking this video out. Simply just by watching this video, showing your support by watching this video means the absolute world to me. Thank you so, so much. But, of course, you can also show your support simply by liking this video, by clicking that little thumbs up tab down below. It takes 2 seconds, and it means the absolute world to me. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps this video out. Also, you can subscribe. I do a brand new daily sickness video every single day where we take a look at my sickness for cinema, collection updates, unboxing, cinema hunting videos, reviews, looks into my collection, just looks into my sickness for cinema on a daily basis, plus other bonus videos like cinema hunting, like actually long edited cinema hunting videos, things like this, Game Boy pickup videos I just sprinkle in as extra little bonuses for you guys to check out. So if you want to see at least one new video from me every single day, I've been doing that for over 4 years now, hit that subscribe button. You will get a brand new video from me every single day, I assure you. Plus, again, bonus videos too. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, down below in the description, there's other links. Things like my Patreon account, where you can pledge a monthly donation to help support this show. My Spreadshirt account, where you can purchase yourself a Cinema Sickness hat, a Cinema Sickness t-shirt. Let me see if I can focus on that. Cinema Sickness t-shirt. This is one of 16 different designs you can choose from. There's buttons, there's satchels, there's hoodies, there's tank tops, there's baby gear, there's kids gear. All kinds of awesome Cinema Sickness merch to pick up if you feel ever so inclined. Also, the usual links, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, they're all down below as well. And if you're on Listia and you're on eBay, I have my Listia and eBay accounts down below as well, so you can check out what I have for auction up on those sites. And if you are watching this at cinemasickness.com, as you should be, those very same exact links are right up above you, right underneath the Cinema Sickness logo. There's a whole bunch of icons. Those icons will take you all to the same very exact websites. And if you are on YouTube and you're not at cinemasickness.com, there's a link down below to cinemasickness.com. Click on that, head over there, check it out. I do post these videos there, but there's so much more over there for you to check out as well. I post all kinds of other stuff over there as well, so definitely check it out. And also right over there, check out Team Sickness. Just click on the Team Sickness tab at cinemasickness.com. Check out all the great reviews and collection updates and whatnot from those guys and gals. If you like what I do, you'll like what they do, and they'll definitely appreciate the support. So again, all right, guys, there you go. That is it. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. A lot of awesome new Game Boy games here to go add to the collection of Game Boy games I have, just growing like mad. It's insane how fast I've been picking these up, but I got a sickness. What can I say? You guys know how I collect. It's not, I'm not just a laid-back collector. I'm a die-hard collector when it comes to collecting stuff, so it kind of only makes sense. So, all right, guys, again, thank you so much for checking this video out. I'll see you next time on my next Game Boy Pickups video and my next Daily Sickness video. See you then, guys. Bye.